What's up, investigators, and welcome back to League Intruder. This is my solo Ursula run of the League of Extraordinary Investigators. If you're watching this in hindsight, you might not know that this is a coordinated effort. We're playing through the Dunwich Legacy as a group, and we're kind of keeping track of who is scoring the most amount of victory points. So this is on a standard chaos bag. There's no taboo list. Which is sort of exciting. I can show you the whole deck list, I guess. But the main change that I've made here is that I've added higher education. So here's a quick look at the deck. I do have flashlights in here. They're okay. The fieldworks, they're pretty good. The Malisons, I'm ready to drop. I'll probably replace those with something cool. Connect the dots is neat. I don't know. There's a bunch of weird crap in here, but it's pretty fun. It's a fun deck, so I like that. Well, let's go back to this other graphic. All right, so today we're playing Blood on the Altar, and for this, I've got special things in store for the Necronomicon, which I picked up from the Miskatonic Museum, as well as the upgraded shortcut level 2. They're each one-ofs in my deck, and I would like them as early as possible, particularly the Necronomicon, because it does give me that static intellect boost. Aside from that, I'm looking for Pathfinder, Strange Solution, Acidic Ichor, and the Tooth of Esli is pretty alright in this scenario. There's a lot of treacheries that test you. So let me dive into the game here and get this all squared away. I believe the stream and the chat is working, so you know, if you want to see your comments, you got to chat it up. You got to give me some tips as we go. So first, I got to remove one of these 6 locations at random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as per the Blood on the Altar instructions. So we're going to roll a die and see what we get. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty nervous about this scenario because it can go well for me or it can go really poorly. Ideally, I wouldn't sacrifice anyone because then I'm going to get the maximum number of victory points available to me next scenario. But don't have a lot of control over that, and in my playtesting, I had to get really lucky in order for that to be an option. So, you know, we'll see. Although I'm most of the time I was able to beat this with the resolution that I really wanted, which was good. So you know, if I walk away with that, I will be very happy. So according to the setup instructions, you got to take these 2 specialty cards here, mix them in with the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Oh man, I shouldn't have seen that stupid tabletop sim here. Sorry, I'm not supposed to know what these are. Oh man, a bunch of enemies. That would have been real bad. Alright. These are my 2 special cards. I don't know why it flipped them face up. It usually does not do that for me. I'm not supposed to know what these things are, and they get put underneath these 5 locations. So we're going to do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can pick these up once I remove the clues from their respective locations. This form of the map is really odd because I do have to backtrack through the commons. Most of the maps for this scenario you can kind of like make a big loop, but this time I'm gonna have to like pick a wing and then backtrack and go to the other wing. So that's kind of a pain. My chances of getting through this as fast as I would like are pretty slim. This is a league game, so I'm not going to spend very much time on the story. Just as a reminder, in case you're not part of the league and you don't remember what's going on, we got to Dunwich, and then we were greeted by some dudes, and they said, well, how about you spend the night? We'll start an investigation in the morning. And then they're gone, and I got to find a basement. There's a hidden chamber, which I'm looking for, and in order to get access to the hidden chamber, I also need to find a key that I left around, or that someone has left around the town of Dunwich. So this is our little, this is our Dunwich map here. I don't really need that die anymore. All right, so let's go ahead and draw our opening hand. And we're looking for those things I talked about earlier. We got the shortcut, we got the Pathfinder. That's really good. This is such a good starting hand. I could, in fact, start with a flashlight, but I think I'd rather... I mean, let me think here for a second. Which way am I going first? I'm going to go up top first. So my logic behind that is I suck at handling enemies, and there's a chance that House in the Reeds can summon a Night Gaunt in the Village Commons. And I don't want that. So I'm going to do that one last and just hope that the key and the hidden chamber are in these first 4 encounter cards. So that's my strategy, which means I don't need the flashlight very early. The only location I need the flashlight for specifically is the schoolhouse because the shroud is high. So we're going to flip those guys over. And then I'm going to draw 3 more cards. And I'm out of weakness. So I'm going to draw another card. Oh, wait a second. This isn't the right deck. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Okay, so the deck list I showed you is the correct deck list. I was playtesting earlier, and in my haste to get started, I put Preposterous Sketches in. So I don't want Preposterous Sketches in my deck. So I guess I'm going to send this whole thing back. Alright, sorry about that. The correct deck should highlight the whole thing. Don't waste my time. It's very hot. It's a very hot day. Yeah, with the humidity, it's like 105 in Chicago today, which is terrible. I have to turn off my air conditioner to record this. So, alright, let's take a look at my deck list now. Come on, let's go. Stop. So it should be 2 copies of Malison still. Let me look at the other window. Yes, that's correct. Alright, so sorry about that. This is my now correct deck list. I tested Preposterous Sketches. If you're curious, I am not taking it because I pretty much scoop up the clue as soon as I move into a location. So there's never a time when I can play it because it requires a clue at your location. So, so this is fun. My hand is total garbage, and I'm going to mulligan for 5 more. And we'll hope to see some stuff. Tooth is okay. Strange Solution's kind of nice. Deduction is kind of nice to have early on. I'll definitely play it. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. Mulliganing again. Alright, so I'm really bummed because in all my playtesting, I just wanted Pathfinder really, really early, and I never ever drew it. And then we're streaming, yes, I drew Pathfinder, and of course, I messed it up. So, alright, well, I think we're ready. Let's see what the chat says. Thanks, Decatur. I appreciate it. The good luck wishes. So, first action here. What am I doing? I'm going to move to Bishop's Brook this turn. And I'm going to commit a deduction. And if I want to say the Shroud's 3, let's take a look at the Chaos Bag. I'll be a 4-on-3, 5-on-3 with deduction. Which I guess is alright. I'm actually going to draw first action because there are a bunch of things I want to fight early. Manual Dexterity is not really one of them. Second action, I'm going to play Tooth of Esley because if I do get both clues off of here, I'm going to draw this card, and it could be a Treachery, and I want the boost from the Tooth. And then last action, we're going to move into Bishop's Brook. Comes into play with 2 clues, 3 Shroud, something about horror, and that's all I care about. So last action was move in there. I'm going to flip Ursula's ability here and test with deduction. So I'm a 4, 5-on-3. Wish me luck. -2. My heart jumped out of my chest for a second because I really didn't want the loss of tempo. So I get 2 clues from deduction. And I guess that could be an enemy. So I will wait until the start of my next turn to trigger that. All right, so enemy phase nothing. Upkeep. Flip, flip, flip. Ursula's action refreshes. Go up to the top. Fieldwork is just fine. It's Mythos phase of round 2, and I draw a Hunting Night Gaunt. Okay, so I'm in a lot of trouble already. The Night Gaunts are specifically the only thing that's ever defeated me in my playtest for this. My best way of handling the Night Gaunts is typically I've got a plan, which there are 2 of in my deck. But I have a ton of trouble digging through my deck this scenario. I think it's because it's so action intensive to try to move around the map, and again, I really need that Pathfinder, and it's not showing up. So for now, I'm going to evade him, and then hopefully get Strange Solution down. Next turn, I'll have to burn 2 of my 3 Strange Solution charges on this Night Gaunt. In the future, if I draw a second Night Gaunt, then I'll hope to use an I've got a plan on it when I have drawn it. But we're not there yet. So, alrighty. So I think first I want to spend as many actions as I can dealing with the Night Gaunt. So I'm going to evade. I am just a 4 on 1. But remember, those tokens are doubled. So right now I pass on -1s or better, which is a coin flip. I could commit Unexpected Courage or Manual Dexterity here. That's pretty good insurance. And I'm so desperate to draw through my deck, I will. So I will be a 6 on 1 for this test. +1. Super didn't need it. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're going to flip the Night Gaunt. Free action. We're going to draw this card, and it is Servant of Many Mouths, and it spawns an empty location. I will not go back through the Village Commons, hopefully, so I'm going to drop him here. I mean, I could drop him in House in the Reeds and just really hope that I don't have to go there. It's either that or I drop him in Village Commons and hope that I don't fail, what's it called? The treachery where the Night Gaunts pick you up. It's on Wings of Darkness, I think. Anyway, that's 1 action down. Second action, we're going to move into Burned Ruins. There are 3 clues here, and if I fail skill tests, gotta add Doom to this location. So, maybe I should have played Fieldwork first. No, it's okay. I'm going to use my Ursula ability here, so I'm testing 4 on 2. And skulls are -1 for each location to play without encounter cards, so skulls are -2, and I pass. So I do get a clue here, which is great. And then last action, I'm going to play Strange Solution, and that comes into play with 3 supplies on it. Yes, correct. Okay, that's my turn. Oops, that was the investigation phase. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep phase, refresh all the actions. Night Gaunt readies. I draw a card, gain a resource. Flashlight could be useful. We'll go up to 2 Doom in the Mythos phase of round 3, and I draw Psychopomp Song. So this is really terrible as well. The 2 worst encounter cards for me are Psychopomp Song and the Hunting Night Gaunt. So that's going terribly. This is the one where if you take damage, you take 2 additional damage. And so these can build up, and that's one of the main ways that I've been defeated before. And we're going to get an Ancient Evils. So far the encounter deck is being pretty brutal, and I do hate it. Alright, so now, originally what I was going to do was just try to pick up clues here. Then the Night Gaunt would come in, attack me, damage and a horror, okay. And then I would blow it up with Strange Solution. Now, because he does 3 damage and a horror, I am thinking I'm just going to move and attack him twice. So that's what I will do. First action move. We're going to move into this location, and we get the Night Gaunt. Second action, we're going to fight with a Strange Solution. So I will be fighting with a base of 6 on 3. And let's take a look at the Chaos Bag. Skulls are at -2 right now. So what is that? 6 on 3. Should be fine. I'm 3 up on this test. -1. That's 3 damage for the Night Gaunt. And then last action, we're going to do the same thing with Strange Solution. 3 up on this test. And -1. Okay. Skies are not falling yet. We're doing all right. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep phase, draw a card, gain a resource, get all my actions back. And look, so I've got a plan. I think I just gained my resource, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Then we go to the Mythos phase of round 4. I'm ready for the next Night Gaunt. Give it to me. I'm ready. It's kidnapped. Okay, so something about this scenario is that it has an irrational hatred of allies. So I'm not going to play any, which means that I'm just likely to take 2 damage from kidnapped, which is going to become 4 damage with Psychopomp Song. Ideally, that doesn't happen. So here's the thing. I have the tooth, right? So I'm either 4 willpower or 5 agility. I can use a guts on the willpower to be 2 up, or I can be unexpected courage on the agility to be 3 up. I think I'm going to do that because math. So I'm a 4, 5, 6, 7 agility on 4. -1. Okay, so unexpected courage does its thing. Tooth of Vesely gives me a draw. And then kidnap goes away. Whew. The things, they're after me, y'all. They're after me. So I think we're going to do field work, move, investigate, investigate, right? That seems pretty good. So first action, field work for 2. Second action, we're going to move. I'm going to exhaust field work to get a +2 on my next skill test, and then I'm going to use Ursula's free investigate. I am a 4, 6 on 2, and I pass. I get a clue. And then we're going to do the same thing, and I'll be 2 up, 4 on 2 for this one, and I pass. And like I did last time, I'm actually going to wait to flip that card until the start of my turn. Also, what that does is it keeps the skulls in the bag better for longer, right? Because as soon as I flip that card, they drop from -2 to -3. So there you go. Just checking to make sure the stream's coming in okay. Things are looking fine. So enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase. Flip, flip, flip. Flip. Draw. As a quick reminder, I am on Sean's Obel, so if I am defeated by, say, damage, then I'm done, and I'm just done, and I'm dead. So, super don't want that to happen. Which, so far, the only way that happens is I get bogged down with enemies, usually both Night Gaunts on the table, and luckily, I already killed one, so that's going for me. But, you know, there's a lot of mischief that can happen, so knock on wood, right? All right, Mythos phase of round number 5. We go up to 5 Doom. Already, wow. How the time does fly. Eager for death. This is 2 willpower, and I don't have any damage on me yet. Yes. So I'm a 3, 4 on 2. I'm 2 up on this test. And I could commit a Eureka for this, but I think I'll save it for investigating. So I'm just 2 up on this test. -1. Good enough. Oh, I'm sorry. These were supposed to ready at the end of the round. So I pass, and then I can exhaust Tooth of Vesely, and it draws me a card. Necronomicon. Hell yeah. Okay. Ooh, starting to see a little light come in through the clouds. All right, so we're going to start by flipping that bad boy. We're going to see what this is. The Hidden Chamber. All right, so I just got to find the key. And we're hoping that it's one of these 2 down here, because I don't want to have to go there. That'd be mean. All right, well, things are going fine, right? So we're going to first action move. Second action, I'm going to play the Necronomicon to get that +1 static intellect boost. And then number 3, we're going to go into Yasborn's General Store, which I can search the top 3 cards on my deck for an item card. Tell you what, I got 3 items in this deck. 2 flashlights, and a Necronomicon. And 2 of those cards are in my hand. So definitely not taking that action. But I do have the opportunity to Ursula investigate here, which I will do. Here's some fieldwork action. Might as well use that up. So I am at a 3 shroud, 4, 5, 6, 7 with fieldwork, 7 on 3. Seems pretty good. It is pretty good. 7 on 3, I tie. Wow. And I pick up this clue. And we're just going to keep doing what I've been doing and not flip this card to the start of the round. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep, draw a card, gain a resource, flip, 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 flip. Mythos phase of round 6. It is time. So we're going to advance the agenda deck. And it says, First Blood. Whippoorwills gather. They're like singing. And you're like, isn't that Motown? If there are 3 potential sacrifices, there are. So I got to sacrifice one of them. Death. And then this goes down to 0. And I draw on Wings of Darkness. Okie dokie. Well, this is one of the ones I kind of didn't want to deal with. So this would do, with Psychopomp Song, 3 damage and a horror, and then drop me in with an enemy that I'd have to kill. So I kind of don't want that. Let's check in with the Chaos Bag. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 locations now because of the Hidden Chamber that don't have cards attached to them, so this is my Chaos Bag. If I'm going to pump this at all, I want to pump up to a -4. I could do that with Eureka and Unexpected Courage. And then if I pass, I will get a Tooth draw, a Eureka draw, replace those 2 cards. So yeah, I think that seems pretty good, right? Because alternatively, I could just be 1 up, and it's pretty much a coin flip. A little less than 50% chance. But I get to keep my courage. But then I take 4 damage and a horror, and I get dropped onto an enemy. That feels like a big tempo hit. Because then I'd have to use the Strange Solution, probably, to kill him. Or I would just evade him, maybe. I'd probably just evade him. I'm going to try committing this. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 4. -2. And if I fail, I add a clue from my token pool. That's true. There are 2 tokens in this bag that penalize me for failing tests. So I kind of don't want that. Alrighty, so first, I think I have to trigger Eureka, right? So I pass this test. And it says, after you succeeded a skill test, exhaust Tooth of Esli to draw a card. And it says, if the skill test is successful. I don't really know the timing on this. I don't know if anyone does. Decatur, yeah, those Night Gaunts are terrible. They're just so bad. You know, 4 health, they're real meaty boys. If they were 3 health, I'd be like, yeah. But they're not. So I'm like, boo. I don't think it matters. I don't know why I'm overthinking this so much. So the test is successful. I think these trigger at the same time. Actually, well, I'll do Yuka first. All right. Pathfinder. Yeah. And then we're going to draw with Tooth. And it's a Seeking Answers, which I don't care about. So, cool. I got a Pathfinder, which feels great. Let's do this. First, I'm going to flip this card. It's the key! The key to the kingdom! Did you guys ever play that board game, Key to the Kingdom? Huge thematic 90s win. You had to, like... There's like a board game where you're exploring this, like, forgotten kingdom, and there's a whirlpool in the center that teleports you to, like... Or, like, morphs the kingdom. And so the idea is that then the board opens up, and then there's a whole new area to explore, but the board can change, like each half of the board is its own thing, right? So like you can jump in the whirlpool and flip this part of the board, this part stays the same. So you could be like, oh, I wanted to get over here to part A, and then the board flips, and you're like, oh no, I have to get to F. It's cool. Google it. It's awesome. collector's item. I highly recommend it. Great for like middle schoolers. That's a good age group for that. All right, so I got the key. Okay, great. Things are swell. Now all I need is a shortcut, and my plan will come to fruition here. So really happy about that. I got the key. First action, Pathfinder. Ding, ding, ding. We're gonna exhaust that Pathfinder. Skiddly bop on down here to Bishop's Brook. Because now I have the key, so I can enter the hidden chamber, which means I can advance. Second action, gonna head on into the burned ruins, and let's see if I enter on my last action. I don't have a way out, so I'm going to play. I kind of want to play Flashlight to prepare, but if I draw a Night Gaunt, I won't have the money to play I've Got a Plan. So I will just draw a card. It could be a weakness. It could be Into the Unknown. I don't care about that. It could be Hypochondria. Sort of kind of don't care about that. Let's draw. Let's just draw. I haven't played a lot of higher education, but I'm learning the intricacies of that and how you kind of have to manage your hand. In multiplayer, I think it's less interesting because all you do as a seeker sometimes is just like run around the board and scoop up clues. But in solo, you're still torn. There's still a lot of things you have to do. So, you know, I think there's a lot. Your cards matter more in solo because you might need them to overcome monsters or other threats. So higher education becomes slightly more interesting in solo than it does normally. Also, we're not playing Taboo, so this bad boy is only 3 experience, which is like, it feels dirty. It feels wrong how good that card is. That was my turn. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep, draw, resource. Call the Unknown. That's my Call the Unknown token. I get my actions back. Ready these suckers. Oh, this key to the chamber is here now. It's here. I would like this to be like this. Good. Good. Good, good, good. That's upkeep. So we go to the Mythos phase of round number 7. Throw a Doom on that bad boy. And we're going to draw a mobster. So this mobster is in a bad spot because I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between these 2 locations, and I'm going to come back to the burned ruins pretty much every turn. So I got to kill him. I can't just evade him. I got to kill him. So first action, we're going to use my last charge on Strange Solution. I fight with a base of 6. So I'm a 6 on 2, which is pretty good. 6 on 2. 4 up. This is my first action. Okay. -1. Boom. 3 damage. Mobster is dead. Oh, by the way, I need to choose my Call the Unknown location, and that's going to be the Hidden Chamber. Okie dokie. So now, no enemies engaged with me, so I can exhaust my Pathfinder and move on in to the Hidden Chamber, which is going to advance. What was hidden? You find your way into the basement, and you're like, who down here? And there's like this big old monster man with a bunch of mouths. Tell you what, they love mouths in this campaign. All about the mouth. It's like a weird thing. We have to move all clues in play. We reveal each unrevealed location first. Then we take all the clues, including mine, move them to the Hidden Chamber, and we spawn Silas Bishop there. So here's Silas. We'll pop him right here in the middle. In the middle of things, we're going to flip these 2 locations over. Here's a clue. Here's a clue. They get dropped on here. All my clues get dropped on here. Should be 6 of these. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Okay, so I have now moved in here, and if you don't know, the objective is either defeat Silas Bishop or clear all the clues off of the Hidden Chamber. You can guess which one I'm going to do. knowing how much I love monsters. Here's Silas. He's massive. He has 6 health, 7 evasion, and he can't make attacks of opportunity. And that last part actually makes him really interesting. So he'll only attack me in the enemy phase. So I basically just don't want to end my turn here. Doesn't make attacks of opportunity, so I'm going to use my free Ursula Investigate with the field work. So I am a 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. That's pretty good. -3, I didn't fail, so I don't get a doom. So I investigated. I get a clue. And Call the Unknown is no longer a concern for the turn. Second action, I'm going to investigate. And I will use Higher Ed for this one. So I'm a 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. -4. So that's good enough. And I got a clue. And last action, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to the Burned Ruins. And now my strategy has come to fruition. So let's save this camera here. Cool. So that's my turn. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, draw a card, gain a resource. Flip, flip, flip. Ready, ready. Check the chat. Decatur, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay? Don't you ever forget that. Don't let anyone tell you that you're worth less than you're worth. Round 7, 2 Doom. Whippoorwill. We got a Whippoorwill. We got a Whippoorwill in the Burned Ruins. Now all my tests in the Burned Ruins suck. Good thing. Then I'm going to the Hidden Chamber. So Call the Unknown gets selected. First action. Nope, actually. Nope, no actions. No actions yet. We're going to Pathfinder move. Coming right on in here. We're going to use an Ursula free investigate with a fieldwork. And I'm going to be at 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. And that's a -1, so I succeed. Seems good. First real action. Excuse me. I'm going to, I guess, play a flashlight. Is that necessary? I could commit a curiosity. I'm going to commit Jake. Yeah, that's fine. I want to save some money for I've got a plan and stuff. So I'm going to commit Jake. And I will be at a 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. That's a 0. Got to be 4 up on every one of these bad boys. I mean, I don't have to be. But, and then this action, I will maybe just test. Oh, I'll use Higher Ed. So 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3, -4. Oof. And then last action, move right on back. The power of Ursula is coming to life. Oh, I did successfully investigate this location, so Call the Unknown does not trigger. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, draw a card, gain a resource, reset, reset. I'll get all my actions back. Mythos phase of round number 8, we're going to add a little bit of Doom. And I get another Psychopomp song, which is not really what I want to see. Let's just fill up this fed area here. Hunted down. If there are no unengaged criminal enemies in play, hunted down yards. Did I drop any criminals around? I did not. So gain search. It searches into Wings of Darkness. So in the interest of tempo, I would love to not fail this. So let's see. My options are I could. Oh, I think I'm going to go willpower on this one because I have 2 guts on my hand and higher education. So I'll commit a guts. I'm at 3, 4 with tooth, 5, 6 with guts, 7, 8 with higher ed. But with the whippoorwill, I'm still at 7. So instead of guts, what if I commit curiosity? Because I still have 7 cards in my hand. So this is 3 willpower icons. Okay, cool. So I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with higher ed. -1 for the whippoorwill, so I'm at an 8 on 4 willpower. Willpower? Willpower, hold on. What testable? Oh, I was thinking of stupid kill your allies. Kidnapped. I'm sorry. Curiosity doesn't even work. And higher ed doesn't work. So I got to redo this, and that 0 doesn't count. I think I throw Seeking Answers at this. That's the only thing I got. Because it would be really nice to not have to spend a turn just walking back. Alright, so I'm going to throw Seeking Answers at this. Too bad the 0 doesn't count, right? Alright, so I'm going to 4, 5, 6 on 4. So I'm 2 up on this test. Show me the money. That's -3. Okay, well, gave it our all, right? Wings of Darkness triggers. I take a damage and a horror. I take 2 damage from Psychopops. I take 2 damage from Psychopops. Then I moved to this middle location. And things got really dire. Real gross, real fast, huh? I think I can just evade this servant who engages me, right? Yeah, I'll just evade him. That's fine. Oh, if I kill him, though, how am I going to kill him? I'm not going to kill him. If I kill him, I get a free clue. But I'm not going to burn it, and I've got a plan on this guy, knowing that there could be bad things afoot. So, Call the Unknown happens first. If my evade, move... See, I might as well just pick this one, right? So, because the whippoorwill is here. So, this is kind of like a Shroud 3. I'm just going to investigate one of these kind of randomly. Alright, so, first action, let's evade the servant of many mouths. -2. Good enough. I was 4? Yeah, I was 4 on that. 4 on 1. Pathfinder move. Ursula investigate. And a 4, 5. Well, let's see, what are my leftover actions here? Because my next action is move, and then my last action is flashlight. I only got 3 clues left there, and I have a deduction in hand, so I'm just going to commit the flashlight. So I have a little bit of action to burn. So I'm just going to take this test 5 on 3. So I'm a 4, 5 on 3. I'm 2 up on this test. -4, so I fail. Second action, I'm going to take the same test again, 5 on 3. -3, I fail. And last action, do I just move into the Burned Ruins and take the 2 horror, you think? Call the Unknown is a real pain in the butt. If you get set up, like, you know, like look at this chaos bag. I was here, so I had a total coin flip. I had like a 25% chance to fail both of those tests, right? In which case, sort of doesn't matter. I feel like Call of the Unknown is particularly easy in multiplayer because there's so many clues that are like that you don't finish investigating all of one location as Ursula before you move on to the next one. You're constantly moving. Ideally, you've got double Pathfinder, double fieldwork. And so you're constantly like, Pathfinder, free investigate with fieldwork. Now exhaust fieldwork. Now investigate normally. Then Pathfinder away. And like, you know, Call of the Unknown ends up not mattering quite as much. But it sucks real hard with other things that compound off of horror. So if I had psychosis in this deck where you take damage whenever you take horror, then it's like, oh my god. You know, you have to succeed at a test at this location, this turn. And if you don't, you take 2 horror and a damage. Like, oh, terrible. I only have 1 horror so far. And I'm going to be done here real soon. And I want to be done here real soon because I ain't got that much life left in me here, kids. So, yeah, my last action is just going to be to move over to Burn Ruins. At the end of my turn, call the unknown. Triggers. I didn't successfully investigate, so I take the 2 horror. Goes back into my deck. It sucks that you can't ever get rid of it, right? Like, it's not like, oh, deal with it and done. I think the worst part about it is that it gets shuffled back into your deck. So, enemy phase, Whippoorwill does not have to move. Upkeep, get your actions back. Draw a card, gain a resource. Up to the top. 4 Doom. Yes. I was like, please, not a night god, not a night god. Unhallowed Country. Okay, so my ally assets are blank. Lol. Never play allies in this scenario. They get blanked or they get kidnapped. It's just like, it's a waste of time. Although this might give me a free draw at the end of my turn if I happen to pass it with Tooth. But I might actually be done with it. Okay, so that was the Mythos phase. Did I add a Doom? I did. I did not hit this button yet, though. So this is round 9, and I should have placed 9 Doom this game. 10 Doom. Oh, because I failed a test and I had to add Doom, didn't I? And I drew the Ancient Evils. Because normally you're 1 ahead. Ancient Evils was evil. Draw the token, 1 behind. So 9 rounds, 10 Doom. Got it. That sounds real bad. First action, Pathfinder. Or I guess it's not really an action. First thing I'm going to do is Pathfinder right on into the Hidden Chamber. Exhaust Fieldwork. I am at a 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. Yep. -4. That's a clue. First real action, commit a deduction as part of investigate. So right now I'm at a 4, 5, 6 on 3. And given this chaos bag, I want that deduction to count. I get 3 more tokens if I get an extra icon, so flashlight. 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. -4. And I get 2 clues. Would you look at that? Okay, here we go. I'm super stoked. Alright, so what happens? I cleared all the clues. Let's go up to the top. The top. Alright, there's no clues in a hidden chamber. Advance. Banishing the creature. Despite the danger, you brave the beast's horrifying presence and smell, am I right? How long you been living down here, Silas? Some kind of basement kid? There's a Boo Radley joke in here. If the Necronomicon, Aulaus Wormius translation is in play, resolution 2. Let's meander on over to that. Whoa, where did that go? Meander on over. Where is it? This is what I'm looking for. Let's hope I didn't make any mistakes. I don't think I did. Resolution 2. With the creature that once was Silas, formerly known as Silas, lashing out at you from its chains, you have little time to react. Knowing that the Necronomicon is a badass book, you open that sucker up, no time to spare, you recite some Latin, and it comes the Latin comes effortlessly to your tongue, unlike what I just did. Creature's body begins to shrink, melt. It's like me on a hot day. All that is left is the disfigured corpse of a man, the OG Silas Bishop himself. You find a silver pendant emblazoned with an odd constellation. That's weird. Tucked in his shirt, you grab that pendant. You grab that sucker. And I will record that I restored Silas Bishop to his former form. Who got sacrificed? I'll find that out in a second. I earn XP equal to the victory display plus 2 bonus experience. And proceed to the survivors. So, first of all, victory display is just this location right here. Just this hidden chamber. So 2 points in the victory display. 1, da, 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 da. So that's it, right? Was this the one, by the way, that... Oh, okay, no. What was I going to do? All right, so I get two victory points, 2 VP for this round, so probably keeping the pace with the leaders. I think I'm 2 points behind Jeff and Alex, I believe, are in first. I'm tied for third. So assuming that most people get 2 VP in this scenario, it's kind of going to be a wash for league purposes. But, you know, whatever. Who got sacrificed? Drum roll, please. Oh, Zeb. Old man Zeb got sacrificed. I was gonna be happy with keeping him because that willpower is nice. It's very nice. But who did I save? Francis Morgan. Don't give a crap about you. Earl Sawyer. Yeah. And Professor Warren Rice. Hey, the man. The man, Warren Rice. The man, the myth, the Rice. So I save these boys and interlude the survivors. Henry Armitage says, "Oh, we did it again. I'll make you some cool powder." So then I get the powder of Ibn Ghazi because he's still alive. Warren Rice is also like, "Oh, my head." I don't know why he talks the same as Armitage. Francis Morgan's like, "Yeah, like guns and gambling. That's me." And I could add him to my deck. I may choose to add him to my deck, but I might not choose to add him to my deck. Because, well, honestly, maybe I can commit him for Strange Solution. That's okay. That's kind of okay. He's a 4 soak damage. That's kind of okay. I'll think about it. And then Zeb is dead, but Earl Sawyer is like, no, that's for nothing, but I'm going to add him to my deck because he boosts my agility. I got a whole cast of characters here, gang, which means I got to buy charisma now. Okay, well, is that it? Did I do it? Did I do it? I think I did it. That's it. I believe I'm at 9 rounds, 2 VP. If you detected a mistake, let me know. If you're in the league, good luck with the rest of your games. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I think I'm going to be probably moving on to... See, now Charisma would be good because I just get to lump all these Armitage friends in here. I'm definitely dropping... I would like to drop... What's his nuts? That's his name. Malison. Dr. Maelstrom. I would like to drop him because my deck's got too many assets. I also kind of want to upgrade my tooth into maybe a Crystalline Elder Sign. I got 6 XP because I got 2 from the victory point display, plus 2 from Sharon Zobel, plus 2 bonus experience, plus the 2 left over from not buying prep sketches. So I have 8. I got 8 to buy. I could do 2 crystallines. I could do 2 cryptic research to draw billions of cards and get through my deck real quick. I'd like bonuses to willpower, so the Crystalline Elder Sign would be good. Alternatively, I might buy the Grizzly Totem. I'm going to playtest those 2 things, Crystalline Elder Sign versus Grizzly Totem. The upgraded one, because that draws you more cards, so it kind of does what I want Cryptic Research to do, but then it also gives you an icon every round, which is kind of similar to Tooth. But Tooth is restricted to, what's it called? Treacheries, whereas I can use the Totem anytime. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I got a higher ed, so I'm ready for Undimensioned and Unseen. Gonna get all the broods, and I'm ready. And I'm set. I'm good, and I'm done. And today was great, and I had a good time. And I'm glad we watched. But now I'm done. Okay, bye.